kickoff for Pittsburgh.
On to get it started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's brought down by
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after... having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ready up. 9:51.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that is incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Pittsburgh.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Quick throw out wide by Vick. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The Steeler 1st down.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. From the red zone now, Vick. Completion here to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Inches at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
To the ground now. It's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
First and goal from the 6. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Vick got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike 48, Mike 48. We own it. We own it, 19.
Now Marino on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one, but it'll be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 48 to Mike. Ain't no check. Mike, 48.
Marino here from the gun. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw again is Marino. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Marino. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Steelers first down.
Vick operating on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Check. Lucky. No.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Steelers 14. Steelers.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Marino looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
47-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Vick, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Vick's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
He's brought down by Ryan.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Henry, the ball carrier.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
He'll find Metcalf. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's now 4th down. Now Vick on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, Marino once more. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Marino. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And now it's 2nd down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Marino looks to toss it again. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far. You know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Here we go again with Marino. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They snap the ball at 1. Now Marino. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third and goal, Marino. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks him. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
The Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around? And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
In your face. Mike 48, Mike 48. Hey, Smash. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. We got to get this up.
After the interception, here's Marino. And his throw here's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking 18. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Wild Bill. Cut 19.
And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Marino sets up. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 7 yards, the pickup there.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Now it's Marino. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Denver.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Marino to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Derrick Henry.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Vic to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chase Claypool, 65 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Anderson on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Steelers 21, Steelers 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Marino will throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Marino. And he whips that one incomplete there. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
2nd and 10 now. Marino. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First down, Marino. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again is Marino. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. 16 yards, a first down. Now Marino on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
10. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. 48 for Mike. Touchdown, defense. Mike, 48. Mike, 48. I want that.
Again, it's Marino. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. They were looking for Johnson that time. And it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Check your hot read. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's Migs. Here we go.
Marino on play action. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Situation, let's go. 48 for Mike. Check.
They'll try and pound it in with Bettis. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get to it. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
Yes, darn.
for Pittsburgh.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, alert three, alert three. Watch out, watch out.
Now the first carry for Bush. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Pickup. Second and 6.
From the 37, they work on second and 6. Here's Michael Vick. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
The Steelers.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they all...
Also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. First carry for the Hall of Famer. It's the boss, Jerome Bettis. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
They go play action with Marino. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ricky Jackson showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. On third down, Marino. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Indeed, they're going for it with Marino. It's caught. Jones.
Marino's
a big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
On first and 10, it's Marino. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
So here's Vic following the interception. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf, 48 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now Bettis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Marino. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Marino off of play action. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A run. This is Bettis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sanders on the.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned it.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Bush. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Vic goes play action. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. From the shotgun, Marino. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion. And defensively, an opportunity slips away. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They go play action now. Marino escaping the pressure right. On the catch, it's Andre Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A carry now for Bettis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Bettis. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Touchdown. 14 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
At 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
He's going to let it go again. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw is Marino. He'll buy some time right. He is going to find Hill here. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Marino will look to throw on first. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A short kick taken at the 18. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Jerome Bettis.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
44-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse.
Oh, now Marino here throwing another interception. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Vick going for Metcalf. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So back them up 5, and it becomes a 37-yard extra point.
And it doesn't seem like a whole lot, does it? But every kicker I've talked to, they've been stressing about the PAT, the extra point, way more than kicking field goals ever since they moved it back to the 15-yard line.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Niners 14, Steelers 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Niners take
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on 1st down. Bush. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bush. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He may try and run for this. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Vernon Davis, 26 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Good. Makes the score Niners 21, Steelers 10. To kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ricky Jackson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Jerome Bettis.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
That is 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
They'll try a toss here to Bettis. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now here's Vick. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Vick now. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Marino now off the bootleg. That one complete to Bettis. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
At the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Marino rolling to his right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Chase Claypool.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners' 8-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jerome Bettis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point now by Boswell. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, it's Bush. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
15 for the Niners there and a first down. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, where the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Anderson on for the extra point. Oh, and And now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you?